Y'all still bills, what's the deal, man? Y'all just dropped my daughter off downtown, man. It's a real nigga birthday today, man. 37 years around the sun, man. I'm feeling great today. And I'm about to go kick it with the fan bam in a minute, man. We going to dinner and a movie. We want to see the new Ninja Turtle movie, man. That time I'm gonna spend my birthday. That's how I prefer it. I came up with that idea, man. Fuck them clubs, fuck getting out, man. I like being around the fan bam. But Pete Gang, we gotta get into this shit, man, and that is all the slander surrounding Terrence Crawford's wife. Yo, man, it's some shameless ass niggas out here, bro. It's some shameless ass niggas out here, man. The fact that somebody would sit there and denigrate that man's wife because he went in there and did his job. What niggas been saying that was gonna happen for years. They can't cope with the fact that their reality, what was once a mythical matchup is now a reality or was a reality. And now that that reality has happened and it's happened contrary to what they thought it was going to go, they just can't help themselves but find a way to get another victory over, bro. So now interject his wife into the scenario, man. It's just the lamest shit in the world, bro. The dude went in there and did his job. The dude went in there and did his job. And I honestly, at this point in time, I'm kind of nervous because at this point, I don't even think they're gonna put Tank in there with nobody credible. Every time a PBC fighter has had an actual matchup with with somebody of worth of note, look at what's happened. Look at what's happened. So I don't see Tank ever getting in there with anybody worthwhile. I don't see Tank ever getting in there with no Shakur or Devin. Lower I can see. Oh man, lower I can see because he's a little bit closer to the end of his career. His career circling the drain, so I can see them getting aggressive with pursuing the Lomachenko fight. But other than that, I don't see them get. I don't see them happening. I don't see it happening with nobody else. You dig? That's what happens when you take PBC mythical matchups off paper and put them into action. And when they get into action, look at how these niggas react, man. A lot of you niggas is y'all. I'm sure a lot of your lady, your baby, fuck your baby mom, your lady. I'm sure she's a burly motherfucker, big back having ass bride too. And Shorty ain't even big. Like that's what I don't understand. What nigga do y'all not understand what happens to a woman's body after she has one child, let alone six? That man has all six of his kids with her. And that one time I went to the gym, she was in the gym working. What the fuck are y'all talking about? What the fuck are y'all talking about? Not every woman is meant to be Sanaa Lathan built, Maya built, Ashanti built. It's not. That's just not how it goes. That's not how it goes. I done seen fat motherfuckers denigrate fat girls or big bone girls. That is a real thing. That is a real thing. Everybody ain't gonna have no coke bottle figure. And even with her, I'm not looking at no fat girl. I'm not looking at no fat. I'm not looking at no Lizzo. That's the shape of a woman who has had six kids. And even after those six kids, she's still proportioned properly. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't know the content creator's name who started all this dumb shit, man, but it was a European dude. I could be wrong, but that was the first nigga that I heard really clapping at his baby mom, man. That shit is deplorable. Y'all niggas are some disgusting ass dudes. And after that shit got to the wayside, now here we are 5 or so years later, after he crashed Earl Spence. Here you motherfuckers go. Like this is the only way y'all can get a one up and a victory over that nigga, bro. That shit is corny. That girl ain't did nothing but be supportive of her husband. And here y'all come, beaming the spotlight on her. The fuck are y'all talking about? You should an athlete have a fat girlfriend, man? Y'all niggas is a trip. That is some shameless shit right there, Brody. Y'all would sit there and denigrate that girl because her husband went in there and did his job. She ain't did nothing but be that man's wife and bear all of his kids. Y'all got a lot of nerve, man. Y'all got a lot of nerve. Y'all mama, y'all big mama, you know, bulky as a motherfucker. Y'all gonna sit up in there and clap. Y'all gonna sit up there and clap at that dude because he went in there and did what he was supposed to do. Earl Spence's wife is fine as she is. She ain't spit out 3 kids. Or not 3, but 6 kids. She ain't do that. And in the situation that she did, her frame, everybody's body type is different. She may be able to get back down to the size that she's at now. Y'all just got to stop with the bullshit, man, and have some class about this whole situation, man. That dude went up in there, he lost, and he lost with grace and dignity. He ain't try to formulate no excuses, no ulterior reasons as to why he lost. No, it wasn't none of that. He went in there, he took his L like a man, and it's the fans of his that just can't seem to do the same thing. Y'all can't cope with the fact that he lost, and y'all wasn't in the ring fighting, you bitch ass niggas. That man went in there, he took them lumps and them bruises, and his head is held high. That man made at the very least 25 M's off of that shit. That man is all right. That man is the only thing hurting about him is his pride, which is cool because with that comes the yearning to want to get back in there and rectify that loss. So this could trigger something in him, a competitive drive in him, where he's like, I gotta get that shit right, and he's already talking about get back in December at 154 pounds. I'm worried for his health, but I'm not mad at the fact that it's dope that he wants to get back and like, nah, man, we own that. That's dope. That's dope. I ain't mad at none of that, Brody. And he's not mad. He's mad, he's irritated that he lost, but not to the point where he's gonna go out and formulate all these, conspiracy theories that he lost because of this. Niggas is shameless, man. Y'all gonna go up there and clap at that man's wife because your man lost. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. And I know for a fact, if we go through them Facebook and them IG pics and we see what your lady look like, not even your baby mom, bro. You know how many niggas got bust down ass baby moms out here? Sure to get hit up 3 in the morning if you just super dry. You super dry, yo, man. Hey, I ain't got no other choice but to hit her up. And that eventually become y'all done seen niggas out here with the flips and with the bust downs and all. I done seen that. Y'all got the nerve to talk about this brother's wife, man. Y'all niggas have no shame. That's just not a cool thing to do. She don't even be in the public eye like that. She don't be in the public eye like that whatsoever, man. Shorty be ducked off, man. And y'all up here trying to find reasons to get any sort of victory over this nigga because of what he did to your man. That ain't the move, bro. Ain't the move at all. Sit there and disrespect that man's baby mom, or not his baby mom, but his wife, because Spence lost, and she doesn't look like what Spence's lady looks like. She's not, man. She's not built to look like that. She's not built to look like that. And I ain't looking at no fat, old, morbidly obese ass woman when I look at her. Have some fucking class and defeat like the man that y'all rallying for does. If that man ain't grimy enough to go all out and disrespect that man's wife, y'all, follow fucking suit, man. Follow fucking suit. Stop that bullshit. Stop that bullshit. This is just some of the most shameless acts I'm seeing. Excuses as to why he lost. Neurologically, he ain't right. He was weight drained. He was this. He was that. He was ill-equipped to deal with Bud. That is what we've been telling y'all for years. It really came into light after the Sean Porter fight. I'm like, nah, man, this ain't no 50-50 fight. Bud is a generational talent. It is what it is, man. Lick your wounds and move on. He lost. Can't be mad that he lost. I mean, you can be mad, but just all the bull. I'm seeing niggas blaming Derek James now, all type of shit, man. My thing is this: you can't all of a sudden start trying to formulate game plans when you that's not when you never done that at no point in time in your career. Y'all talking about a plan A and a plan B and all that shit, man. That nigga has never made adjustments. What no adjustments? Why wasn't y'all calling for this when he was winning? Why wasn't nobody calling for these actions when he was winning fights? When he was undefeated? Because people who outside of the niggas have been saying for years, bro, he doesn't make adjustments on the fly. We have been saying that shit for years. For years. Yet nobody chastised him for it. Derek James wasn't a, a, a bad trainer at that time. Derek James was, a reputable trainer when Earl Spence was winning. But now that he's not winning, all of a sudden he's a bad trainer. It's his fault. He should have stopped the fight early. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing. It's everybody else's fault but EJ's. At the end of the day, you can be trained on whatever it is you want to be. The trainer can do whatever it is that he has to do to get you, to train you. But it's up to you to implement the techniques that your trainer is teaching you in the ring. He got complacent with just being a come forward fighter, operating off the jab and high work rate. He got complacent with that, and when it wasn't enough, now it's everybody else's fault but his. Jermell doesn't look nothing like he doesn't fight nothing like Earl Spence. Frank Martin fights nothing like Earl Spence. Why is everything? It's Derek James' fault. Damn, niggas is out on the block today. I'm in my hood over here, off nigga Boulevard. But it's his fault. Dig. Everybody else has an extra somewhat ick factor that you can point to in his camp, but him. Everybody else has proper feet and counterpunching abilities and lateral movement and a boatload of other skill sets at their arsenal. But he's a bad trainer all of a sudden because Earl Spence gets exposed for not having that, even though we've been saying it for years. When do we point the blame at Earl Spence? Is the question. When do we say, Earl, it's time for you to take accountability for your actions? Neurological thing, he was weight trained. Man, listen, nobody told that man to wait as long as he waited. We've been calling for this fight for years. Nobody told him to wait as long as he waited. He didn't have to wait fucking 5 years for this fight. Nobody told him to fight Mikey Garcia. Nobody wanted that fight. He did not have to wait 5 years for that, man. He could have had a unification bout before the Sean Porter fight. And even because y'all wanted to over marinate that fight, y'all didn't get the best version of Spence. Which even then, the best version of Spence still wouldn't have mattered because he does not have what it takes to deal with Bud. But the very least, we could have got one that wasn't weight trained. We could have got the version of Spence that was at his best, fresh off of a Kell Brook win, the best win of his career, arguably. It's the coach's fault. It's like, man, come on, man. Come on. And now it's not enough that he lost. It's not enough. Y'all can't be congratulatory of Terrence Crawford. Y'all have to have some sort of victory over him. So y'all can't say shit about him because he did what he was supposed to do. So let's go attack his wife now. The woman who put her life on the line to bear that man 6 kids to bring them into this realm of existence. Y'all are some shameless ass niggas, Brody. That shit is whack. That shit is whack. Niggas is on there having meltdowns now. on YouTube having, on they YouTube lives having meltdowns and all that shit because they just can't cope with the fact that this nigga went in there and got crashed. And after that happens, oh man, let's go and bang on his wife now, bro. Y'all are some sick niggas, Brody. That shit is disgusting. The man lost. It's okay. It's all right. He'll be back. And hopefully he'll be better when he comes back. But have some fucking tact, have some class, have some decency, bro. Leave that man wife out of this shit. She ain't got nothing to do with this outside of just being a supportive wife. Y'all niggas want to get mad and take this shit outside of the confines of just Bud and Spence because it just hurts y'all so bad to congratulate Bud on a good victory. Y'all can't cope with that, so ain't nothing. And his baby mom is no longer off limits. His wife is no longer off limits. We gonna dig up this bullshit from 5 and 6 years ago of some bitch ass nigga wanting traffic to his channel that will disrespect the woman that done brung that man's kids into the man. Y'all that is whack, and y'all are cool with that. Y'all are. I'm saying I'll be real. I'm seeing a lot of people who are like, "Yo, man, I can't fuck with this shit." I can respect that. Even the Spence fans, I respect the Spence fans who's like, "Nah, I'm not co-signing none of that bullshit." But it's still a very large contingency of people who are like, yo, man, I'm all for the disrespect because they feel some type of way about how we acting up here. Because we're pretty relentless up here as far as this victory is concerned. We've been pretty relentless on the forums, on social media. We've been pretty relentless up here. It's probably gonna be like that till his parade, after his parade next week at the very least. Our city was disrespected. Our champion was disrespected. Our champion was disregarded. Our champion was blackballed. Our champions, yo, man, you not, nah, bro. Like, yo, man, 80-20, 70-30, 60-40, all that bullshit. It took our champion. He didn't even do these numbers with Mikey Garcia. That man's numbers was plummeting. And now look at what our champion coming over there to fight him did for him. They've been needing each other. We've been saying that. They need each other. And they was able to have a successful pay-per-view with each other. One of the top 5 most biggest live gates. That is an incredible feat. So be graceful that this fight was able to happen and leave that man's wife alone. Shameless motherfuckers. Y'all better not. Y'all baby mom better be bad when she get posted. I know that much. Doses.